journey started in 2018, and then there's been so many ups and downs along the journey as well, you know. So to be in this position, it's really overwhelming. I feel good about it, man, and I'll raise a glass to that, man.
You want to raise a glass to that?
Yeah, I'll raise a glass to that. That's amazing.
Cheers, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Talk to him.
Because it's like, this is a milestone for us. We set off on this journey like in 2018.
Yeah.
And now we're here. We are in the city of Reading, you know, and our property.
That's it.
How does that feel?
Yeah, man, it's amazing.
Everyone likes to talk about failures, you know, but the main thing is you might have a lot of little small steps. Every one of those steps seemed to not take you anywhere in money. It didn't get you much more money. It didn't get you any money. But, you know, you're kind of proud. You show them off to friends even. Your mind was increasing. Your methods of coming up with better solutions was increasing. You not only have to now read a book on how things are done, you can write the book, and that's called creativity. You create new things yourself. So always try it. Here's the biggest key I can give to anybody in the world, that if you're kind of smart and you're working on some project, maybe it's software, maybe it's hardware, try to think at the end, you complete it. You know enough to complete it. Don't stop there. Say, how can I make it perfect, almost better than any other human being would? Can I shorten the code? Can I redo it a little cleaner structure? Give yourself some of those redos. And when you're young, you'll put in a lot more than 8 hours a day.
The time is now. The time is now to express and for people to believe in themselves. The time is now for it to be okay to be great. People in this world shun people for being great, for being a bright color, for standing out. But the time is now to be okay to be the greatest you.
Those days. Those days when I'm tired or worn out or just basically sick of the grind. What do I do on those days? I go anyways. I get it done, even if I'm just going through the motions. I go through the motions.
What up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Ask Blog. Man, it's been a minute, but I'm so happy. This is a special episode. Be back a year later with the one and only Code Investment Group.
Yes, sir.
There we go, man.
Minus one. Yeah.
Minus one. Yeah, one member missing. Shout out to our dude, man. Goggle.
Yeah, Goggle. Yeah.
So today is a special day. Man, I almost want to cry because it's like, this is a milestone for us. We set off on this journey like in 2018.
Yeah.
And now we're here. We are in the city of Reading. And our property.
That's it.
How does that feel?
Yeah, man, it's amazing. That's amazing. I mean, as you said, I mean, the journey started in 2018, and then there's been so many ups and downs along the journey as well, you know. So to be in this position, it's really overwhelming. I feel good about it, man, and I'll raise a glass to that, man.
You'll raise a glass to
that?
that?
I'll raise a glass to that, man. That's amazing.
Cheers,
yeah.
For your tenacity. So, I mean, we just want to give y'all some game. on how we got here. It was not easy at all. You know, we faced a lot of issues, a lot of problems, as you know, as you do when you're involved in something big like this. So we just want to talk about those things because you know,
It's been a long time coming. You know, we had to stick to the plan. Ups and downs, of course, but you know, you've got to keep maintaining that consistency. And I think, you know, it's a testament to the hard work we put in over the past 2.5 years, you know, almost 3 years.
Yeah.
So, bam, there we go.
Here we go. I mean, we always, when we started the channel, even when we started out, you know, our group, we talk about group economics and putting money together to, you know, to build and to come up with something which can hopefully make us, you know, better, give us that financial independence, and you know, lead to generational wealth. You know what I mean? So this is one of those things. So when we started, there was 12 of us, I think, when we started, and now there's only 4.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about that.
Oh man, I think when we first started the journey, the majority of the team thought it was probably a 6-week project or something like that. You know what I mean? And it really wasn't about that. It was about building a foundation for something for the future. So within the first 2 months, there's about 4 people that dropped. So it left about 8 of us, and within the 6 month, I think it was down to about 6 people. And not before long, we were down to 5. The last one left because of unforeseen circumstances that arose. So shout out to our brother. He knows who he is.
He's doing major work, though, to be fair.
Yeah.
Shout out.
So, oh man, I remember there was a time that we actually had a lump sum of money, and there was the one guy. There was the one guy that decided, you know what, I'm going to set up a bank account for the group and whatnot, and money's just went missing. Oh man, that was frustrating. But I mean, we managed to recoup some of the money and carried on our journey. And then, as it is today, we are setting our first sort of property as a group, and as a group of 4 people. And it was just obviously the tenacity and just the dedication to the process and getting to our goals as that we set off in the beginning.
Absolutely. And I think for me, from the outset, when I joined, I knew this was business from the outset. So, I've got a day job. I treat it the same. The same philosophy that I carry through my day job is what I bring to the team. So, even timekeeping, things like that. Maintaining your targets and integrity at the end of the day. Showing up for meetings. I mean, we had to do the Zoom meetings, WhatsApp meetings, things like that over the COVID situation. Yeah. But we stuck to it, and we saw through those kind of obstacles as well. So,
one of the things that we always talk about, you guys were phenomenal when we talk about this particular gentleman, when we put our monies together, and everybody was enthusiastic, and he was one of those who was like, don't worry, I'm gonna set up a bank account for y'all, put the money in, the money went disappeared. One of the things that we always talk about as a community is we are so quick to throw each other under the bus. So I really commend you guys on how you dealt with it. We dealt with it privately. We didn't run to social media and put them on blast, because we could easily do that. We could easily put them on blast and say, don't deal with this person like we always do. We quit to attack each other and throw each other under the bus as men, but we didn't do that. We just handled it privately, and we let him get about his business and stuff. You know what I mean? So I really commend you guys for not really wilding out and doing the usual what happens. And then we sometimes when you do stuff like that, you put somebody on blast and people know them, but sometimes we end up looking stupid ourselves, like, you know what I mean? But we managed to handle that. Now we're here, so I want to commend you brothers for doing that. Lead by example.
That's for all of us.
It is.
That's for all of us.
Definitely. And what's the point? What's the point in sort of disclosing some of the things that happen internally. There's no point. Sometimes, you deal with it internally and you proceed. It's just part of business, isn't it? And I mean, at the time it knocked us back, but that's business at the end of the day, and you have to learn to be resilient, reform, and just keep going. Yeah.
And one other thing as well is, I think that a lot of people who fell by the wayside when we were starting, they thought it was going to happen like real quick after 6 months. We started in 2018. It's 2021, and we've only just gone to the first property. So it's like, the legal hustle is different, y'all.
Yeah, that's right, bro. Well, what a journey, though. I mean, as you see, I mean, along the way, there's so many things that you face, and ourselves as a group, so we've come across some really sort of difficult situations personally, but we saw the thread, we stuck together, and we just sort of matched each other's energies, the four of us, I guess, and I suppose that's why we're here today. So I think it's about picking a group of people that you trust and sticking to the process and carrying on with whatever the goals that you set out for yourselves are. Yeah. Kudos to you all, man. Kudos to you all.
Oh, thank you, my brother. And keeping the momentum as well.
Yeah.
Each of us bring different qualities to the group and different, which ultimately help the group. And it's a good thing that you say that. Just piggybacking on what my brother said right there. What we're gonna do for you guys who watch, the show, and you guys will follow us. We're gonna give you all the information that we learned to get to where we are right now. We're gonna give you information. We're gonna put the email in the description. If you want to know, if you're thinking of starting a group investment on how do you deal with people dropping off, how do you set it up, how do you get going, what amount to pay, what do you do when you have your, the chunk of money and everything, we're going to give you out a game. Just hit us up if you want to know the game, and because this information is so hard to find, and you're going to come across people that are going to play you, or people that are going to tell you do this and that, and run you around in circles. So we can save you all of that and give you the real information on how we got here. Just hit us up in the email below, and
Welcome to our property at number 2 Will Avenue. So this is our local area. We got local amenities right across us facing us. We got the bus stop right next door, and a little laundry shop across here. There's a little coffee shop. Yeah, there's a
promenade over there.
Yeah.
And another local shop.
Yeah, and we got a coffee bar and a Frigidaire cafe or something just down the gym. And the gymnasium, which is just down the road, literally a minute's walk from it. Right, let's take you through the property.
It's on the second floor. Come in.
Come right in. Okay, so this is the place. Come right in, and we'll take a walk around. When I can get the key through the hall. There we go. Come in. Yeah, come right in. Warm ambience straight away. You're greeted by our lovely little placard on the wall there. Look, be our guest. Right, so come straight through. We'll take you to the first bedroom, which is a lovely big guest bedroom with a king size bed. And a lovely closet here, full-size mirrors. Yeah, nice and airy, and it's off Main Street. You got your toilets and your bathroom across here. It's actually a shower. That's your toilet and shower over there with, anti-slip mats and whatnot, so you don't slip over when you're having a shower. Right, we'll take you through into the second bedroom. It's a lovely little double-sized bed, fresh new linen, and again we got full-size mirrors here. And again, we got closets in here, not really built in, but yeah, that's about good enough for a family to come through for a breakaway from home. Yeah. Now we got a utilities room, or cupboard, should we say. Bedroom. It's actually a bathroom. That's what I should say. Okay. Nice big size, and you have got your hooks for either your gowns or your towels. Up in the morning. And then we take you through to the lovely lounge and sitting and dining room area. So it's got a lovely big 50-inch TV, and you got your Samsung surround system available to yourselves. You got a 2-seater and a 1-seat sofa across here, and a nice coffee table. You also have your dining room table. That sits about 4. Nice and lovely with the windows as well. You can look outside and enjoy the sun, especially during the summer months. Yeah. And this is a lovely little kitchen where you'll be making all your dinners. Complete with all the trimmings as well. You got your plates and your cutleries and glasses and whatnot for your comfortable getaway. Microwave, a built-in fridge freezer, yeah, and a few more outfits that you can use for whatever you want to do, you know, salads and whatnot. You got your toaster and your kettle. Yeah, that's pretty much your weekend getaway in Reading set.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So, is there any last words, anything you want to say for somebody who's looking at us and, you know, and they're like, you know, I want to be like them. You know, I want to get into property.
For me, it's just, I think, being patient. You have to understand the process. We were not familiar in the, you know, kind of the property game, really. So we had to learn. It was a learning curve, but we remained patient and consistent. So I think, you know, that's the key word for me, really, patience.
Yeah, and I'll add to that, I suppose, you know, it's patience, and I suppose it also takes a lot of honesty. You're going to have a lot of honest conversations, because this is really about trusting the people that you're around. So you've got to have honest conversations with them, and just like I said before, sticking to the process and understanding how to see through the process as well. So yeah.
Thank you. So I watched somewhere where somebody says getting into business with people is like signing a marriage certificate. Because we all in this marriage, right? So we better not mess up. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a collective. So somebody was saying before you sign a business contract, make sure you know who you're getting involved in a marriage with. You know what I'm saying?
That's true, man.
You got to treat it like that.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So hey, man, that's crazy. But I'm so proud. I'm so proud of you guys, and I couldn't have done it with you know, with a better set of people. So I appreciate y'all. You know, watch the space. If you ever in Reading, this is our property right here. You can come through with the family. As you can see, you know, you saw in the video, and you know, with everything. So we look forward to you guys coming to stay here and you know, supporting us. And yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah. See you soon.
See you soon. All right, that's it. When thoughts become actions, baby, it's a wrap. All right, peace.